Alright guys, this is going to be a box review of the Daban Zeta fighter. This is the Zeta 2.0 Master Grade, basically re-sculpted, a lot of extra detail added, and then sold by Daban. They didn't actually do the sculpt. I think they paid another third-party company to do the sculpt, and then they just did they're the producers of the kit. So the front design, as you can see, is just a large, similar to the normal Bandai fronts. The back is a large picture of the actual built kit. Looks like it's pretty simple paint job on this one. Flat coated, panel lined. A few decals put on, not a whole lot. On the side, we have the standard of how it looks front and back, and then loaded with armaments front and back. On the other side, we have the Wave Rider mode, an action pose. And I've taken everything out to make it a little more fluid. And I've taken everything out of the bag. So this is what it comes with. First thing that caught me off guard was the extremely large base. This base is huge. There's quite a few very large divot panel lines on it. And here is the rest of the base. This thing's bigger than any base that I have on any kit. And I have a couple. I have like the G and Arm and the Gray Space Booster, but this thing is enormous. It's big enough that I could easily hold 3 Master Grades without falling over. So I guess they were just feeling unique on that one. We're going to do the frame first. So, good old traditional built frames from the older Master Grade line. You have a lot of inner detail on them. I don't think they really did much with the inner frame. I'm not 100% certain because I do not own the original 2.0 Zeta. Maybe one day. It's one of my favorite kits, at least favorite designs, I should say. I did do the Lightning Zeta, and that was a lot of fun. Another part of the frame, again, I don't think they really did much with the frame at all, if anything. Most of the sculpt was done on the body. Typical to Daban, there is the details all there, but the panel lines look soft. There's not as many firm edges. You could easily rescribe them a little sharper. You could use a little sanding. There's a lot of things you can do with that. And my camera does not like to focus today. So, another frame, again, trying to get good detail on it. Nothing crazy. We'll move on to the black pieces. There's quite a few. There's 2 of these runners. They're both pretty much identical. Let's see if I can't get it to focus on here. So as you can see, there's quite a bit of panel lines on them. It's kind of hard to see because they're black. You have the small rifle included. For the white pieces, we have a very small faceplate. I'm not sure why it's separated. It looks like it's pretty much just the original faceplate. I'm sure the original will be on here somewhere and I can compare the two. Here's the legs, arms, just some of the basic white frame pieces. There is a ton of detail on these guys. One cool feature is these are actually raised. I don't know if you can really see, but that's a really nice thing because it's not just a simple scribe job or anything like that. They actually have some raised detail on there. That's really cool. I'm not a big fan of these large vents. I'm not sure what they're supposed to be. I'll probably end up puttying those in. I don't really like the look of them. So we have, oh hey, there's the other faceplate. So this one has more detail. It's more 3-dimensional. So I guess they decided they wanted a more 3-dimensional faceplate. So with these, there's a ton of panel lines, some more raised edges and notches, the leg armor, the back skirt, the front skirt. Some of the panel lines look a little silly, but I think if you did a lot of hand painting and masking to separate the colors more, I don't think it'd look nearly as random. I think you could really get a nice good feel for it. We have pilots with the helmet sitting down, and that is supposed to be somebody using signals to let the gunman know he's ready for takeoff. As for the reds, you got the shoes, part of the wings. It's quite a bit of detail on them too. Especially just something simple like these. There's panel lines up the entire side of them. Then we have the red and yellow, black, and the clear blue left over from, I guess, what wouldn't fit on the other runners. I like a lot of this detail. I think actually really fits well. I think it just needs a proper job. I think Bandai's image they have for it, their stock just isn't a very good paint one. This looks pretty bad. This is very rounded. I think that could be a lot crisper. Maybe a little bit of sanding job to make those come through. Trying to move it so you can see every piece. I know there's a little bit of glare. Sorry about that. But I wanted it to be bright and easy to see. Which, by the way, this is a very bright piece. I mean, do you see how bright that is? Like, these colors are like clown colors. Like, they're super vibrant. Now, I paint, but for somebody who wasn't going to paint and assemble, I think this would really stand out to the other kits. These are duplicates. I'll only grab one, make it easier. So, here's some blues. You have the armor. You have some more parts of the skirt. That's the side of the arm. And a lot of panel lines. A lot of detail on that. So, then we have the big gun, the chest piece. Probably the back plate's on here too. Yeah, it's right here. This gun's huge, by the way. That's, what, 7 inches, 8 inches? And that's just not including the rest of the frame on the gun. So that thing's going to be bigger than he is, easily. So, and there's a lot of detail on that. The sabers are pretty dull. They're just your normal, typical ones. There's a lot of flash here, but the actual sabers look like they're pretty good plastic quality. Nothing special. Won't even bother with that. You guys know what those are. Just a couple of different parts of the V-fin. Few stickers and decals. The decals look okay. I didn't open them. There's a piece of soft paper covering them, so I can't see how crisp they are. But, you know, I usually buy third-party decals again anyway just to have extras, so I don't think that's going to be too big of a deal. But you can see what they look like, get a general idea of them. There's not a lot of them, so it's not like he's going for a call on it. The last part will be the book. So, come on, camera. You can do it. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so, the book. You have the same picture as on the front of the box. On the back of it, you have the same images of the design. And it's pretty much just your typical, what you would expect to look like on a build. Just like normal. Just all letters and numbers. No real written instructions whatsoever. It's pretty by the book. It's a little bit older of a kit, so I don't think it's really that complex to build. They weren't trying anything crazy. I know it transforms, so there's that at least. Assembly. Weapons. How to build the base. So this part's probably different. Transformation mode, which is a lot of pages. So just to give you an idea on how many. I normally don't transform my kits for risk of scratching the paint, but I figure I could assemble it and then do like a tutorial of the actual kit and how it is. So hopefully I'll be able to get on that soon, and you guys can check out and see what the final kit looks like. So thank you for watching. Sorry for my constant blurry camera. It doesn't seem to want to focus if I don't have anything on the table.